What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to talk about Dirt and Glory. It's a small game from Pink Troubadour that I can quickly describe as a blackjack with cars and weapons. Something like that. Okay, so let me show you what you get inside this box while I tell you how the game plays and what it is all about. So in this game, basically you are racing, and at the end of the game, who has the most points is the winner. You will have some fuel that will help you out, to cheat a little bit, sort of, to help you out to play the game itself. So yeah, each player will start with the set amount of cards in their hand, and these are not those cards, these are the other cards that you will acquire throughout the game. So yeah. Each player will start with the set amount of cards like this, and you will have your scoring track where you will score how many points you earn throughout the game. And this just explains what you do with your fuel tokens, and yeah, that's that. And also you will start with these cards, and as you can see, these cards have different numbers on them, from 1 to 5 in this case. And yeah, basically when it's your turn, you are simultaneously going to decide if you want to go, if you want to race, or if you want to, back up and don't do any more of the racing. So at the start of the game, you will choose one of these each. As you can see, this is like level 1, level 2, and we have level 3. You will choose 2 out of 3 and put them on a board, like this, and let's say like this, and then you put the 1s and the 2s and the 3s. And you just flip this one, and this is your racing. This is the number that you're trying to hit. So number 11 in this example, that's the number that you are trying to hit. And how are you going to do that? By playing your cards. But the thing is, you can't see your cards, of course. You have to keep them, face down. And you will reveal your cards, and as you reveal them, you will slowly be closer and closer to the number 11. And now let's say, for example, I am an 8. And I know, of course, some of the cards will be discarded. Let's say, for example, I just want to say that, there's 5 in this deck. Let's say that 5 is discarded. So now I know that I can't go over 11, at least knowing my deck, because I know there's 5. I think there's still 1 4 in here, not really sure. But this is sort of like a blackjack memory game where you need to have awareness of what you have in your deck at any moment, but still you can kind of push your luck a little bit. So what you're gonna do now, you have 8. Now you want to decide, do you want to go further? Do you want to risk it and get closer to 11, or do you want to back down and say that that's that? And for example, if I continued, that would be 9, which is still good. If I want to hit like 11, so now I'm at 12, so I busted. When you busted, that means that you just get some fuel tokens and you are out of the race. So anyone else who didn't play are still in the race, and then as everybody stops, as either they are busted or they don't want to race anymore, they will then proclaim, I don't want to race, I'm going to stop now, and then you will see if anyone hit the exact number or were closer to it. Now, that would all be fun and easy and really simple, but to have more fun and to not be that easy, to have like a little bit more variation, you get this deck of cards, and some of these cards you will start with, and others you will acquire throughout the game itself. And these cards have their numbers, but they also have some special abilities. So when you play these 2, you also get a fuel token. So now you can, discard some cards, because this one, as I said, it tells you can discard the card you just played into your reserve unless you have already overrun, unless you have got already over 12. So, for example, if I was like this and I played, for example, this 5, and now I'm at 9, I'm at big risk to overshoot, and I can say, you know what, I'm just gonna discard it in my sort of discard pile and continue running to get closer to 11. And this one says take a card from your reserve and shuffle it into your deck. So you will have this reserve of cards that's not that easily acquired. You will not that easily get those cards back in your deck, but with this card you can do that. Or for example, this one says discard one of your previously played cards to your reserve, so you can kind of set yourself up. So you better get 11, stuff like that. And there's also really cool cards that you have that are like this. it's either 2 or 4. It depends. You decide how you want to play it. Doesn't have any special ability, but having 2 numbers, it's just on itself, it's really cool. And yeah, look at the top card, put it back, or you may pass immediately, you know, if you see that you will overrun if you do that. So there's all kinds of different stuff. Now this card does not count if it's red. It's actually good. It does not count into this number, so it did not overshoot. It does not count towards your number of played cards. Oh no, I mean, I told it completely wrong. You know, this, how I explained this card, is completely wrong. So this card, actually what it does, when you are seeing who, if multiple people get the same number, multiple people get, for example, to 11, then this card, whoever played less cards will get the card, and this one does not count into that. So, you know, stuff like that. So you can manipulate things a little bit that way. But yeah, there's the cards repeat, of course. They are not all unique and different, but there's a great variety of cards and abilities in this deck. And that's the game, actually. As I said, it's like a blackjack with special abilities. That's the closest I can describe it. Of course, I forgot to show you, there's of course some like 15, 17, 14. As you progress through the game, there's going to be more and more cards in your deck, and there's going to be bigger numbers, and you will have to achieve bigger numbers. And by the end of the game, whoever has the most points is the winner. And the game works. The game is really fun. It's fast, it's fun, it's hectic, you know. It's like, I know it sounds like I'm a gambler, you know, I have an addiction, but it really feels like you're playing blackjack. I never played like a real blackjack for real money, but that's the feeling I guess you get when you are playing blackjack. Should I go one more? Should I go closer to that number, you know, that you are trying to hit? Or should I back down now? But this person playing next to me, he's really close also, he can get it, maybe he has less cards, you know. There's lots of things to consider, but still, it's an easy game. It's really like quick, fun game of chaos. The theme of the racing doesn't show that much, but I don't mind it. I mean, I got this game because I really like the artwork on the cards. It looked really awesome, and I wanted to check it out just because of the artwork. I didn't know anything about the game, and it turns out I really like this game. It's fun game, it's easy to understand, the rules are simple. The way you manipulate your deck of cards and your reserve, or sort of like a discard pile, the way you manipulate with it, it's really fun, it's really interesting, kind of a little bit different from what I saw in games. Yeah, overall I think it's really fun game of blackjack with special abilities. I recommend you check this one out if you want to like have a game for, you know, like the near end of the night. It's not like super short, but you know, if you don't want to like, if you have that weird time of, you know, like 40 minutes and you can play 2 short games, or maybe one a little bit longer but still short game, check this one out. Dirt and Glory, really fun game. And that is that. Thank you all for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for spending all your precious time with me. I really do appreciate it. And I was not robbed. If you are weirded by this thing, I'm moving, so I have to explain at the end of each video, because I don't know if you saw the first video where I explained everything, but yeah, I'm moving, things are changing, so there's going to be empty space in more than a few videos, because, you know, I need to film those until I clear all of this. And yeah, doesn't matter. Still, I was not robbed. That's all I wanted to say. And yeah, thank you for watching. Until next time, pozdrav.